afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how-to style. So if you are into that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. So as you can see, my hair is in this type of bouffant type updo. This was my wedding hairstyle, and I did get married on Sunday, so it is now Thursday, so it's time to take it down. So in this video, we're going to do two things. I'm going to show you how I take it down. Then I'm also going to show you after kind of being just up for a couple of days without moisture or without really tending to it, how I'm going to take care of my hair. And then also I had a request to kind of do like a post-op or like /3-month update as far as my ends are concerned. So I trimmed my ends in the beginning of January. So we're hitting about that 3-month mark. And I had a request for someone to go ahead and show that and have an update. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first things first, as you can see, my hair is a little frizzy, it's a little crispy, and we have some flyaways going on. So just like when I take out my twist, I always want to make sure that, especially when I'm taking out dry hair, that I have some type of slip. So y'all know my favorite is avocado. I prefer this over olive oil. So I'm just going to take some, pour it in my hands, and just kind of go like this. And then we're just going to see where these bobby pins are and take our hair down very slowly and cautiously. And already I can feel some bobby pins. So they look like this. And whenever you are taking your hair out from an updo, especially if you're not looking in the mirror while the person is doing it, you kind of want to make sure, oh, there's a rubber band, I need scissors. That when you run into stuff like this. So just make sure that when you're taking stuff out that you're being very careful. Like for instance, when it comes to one of these bobby pins, if it's not pulling out very easily, that probably means that there's another bobby pin right attached to it or one that's coming right under it. So just take your time. And y'all know that I don't use ponytail holders. So I actually had someone come in. She was recommended by my wedding planner to come in and do my hair because I just knew that I wasn't gonna have that type of time as far as doing that and getting ready for the wedding and making sure that everybody had what they needed. Okay, so I think we have all of, nope, there's one right there, of the bobby pins out. So now we're just gonna take some scissors, oh, there's another one, and we're gonna take these out. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my scissors, and we are going to carefully cut this ponytail holder or rubber band out of my hair because we don't want to cut anything that we don't have to, and we also don't want to create any knots. There we go. Let's take a bobby pin and see if we can actually lift this. There we go. Oh, 2 ponytail holders or 2 rubber bands. She wanted to make sure that that was secure. So this is just a regular one, but it's been in for so long and I don't use them. I'm just gonna cut it. And I'm gonna do this in the mirror. No, never mind, I don't have to. Okay, that's out. Now, this up top pippy situation. We're gonna do the exact same thing with this one. And my hair is not super, super dry, but it definitely needs some TLC. Because when I was attempting to wear this hairstyle, even though I didn't go anywhere, I was spritzing it with oil sheen and then I would just keep my head wrap on. That wasn't really doing anything. Okay, now this one is a smaller ponytail holder, so I'm actually gonna cut this one in the mirror, so I'll be right back. Okay, so my hair is out, and I am not due to wash my hair until next Friday, so I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with my hair. It's stretched, but it's a little dry and it's a little knotted, so this is what I'm going to do. And it's already pre-parted, so it's parted from here, and then right here, and then right here. So we're just going to take it by sections. Again, we don't comb dry hair, especially when it's been up and we have not tended to it. So we're just going to put this up. And we're just going to go section by section with a little bit of avocado oil, and we're just going to comb it out. Now, I'm either going to be combing it out with this or with this. And now typically I will say that combing dry hair is a no-no, but with the slip that we're going to have with the avocado oil, we should be okay if we take our time. And you can see with the slip, and because it's already pre-stretched, it's flowing right through. Have some little dead pieces, and we're just gonna take this and we're gonna twist. And we're going to do the exact same thing around the rest of our head. A little time consuming, I know, but for me, again, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of my hair and I want to make sure that it's healthy. This is a little bit bigger section, so let's go ahead and take some oil. And with this section, because it's bigger, we're going to use our wide tooth comb. We're not going to use the tangle teaser. Starting at the ends, which if you can see, there you go right there. My ends are still pretty intact, but we'll get a little bit closer once I finish. Tiny ball of hair right here, and then I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit in there. And if you guys want, I can do an entire video dedicated to shedding because I used to have that issue, but I have a couple of remedies that will stop that. dead in its tracks. So now that we have put some oil, and we can already see that our hair, or I can already feel that my hair is softening. Now I'm going to take these out, I know, and I'm just going to show you what my hair looks like 3 months after I have trimmed my ends to see where we are. So when I come back, my hair will be out. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of show you section by section. So let me show you this front part right here, and I'm gonna stand up so you can see. But my ends, like I've been saying through this entire video, they look really good. They're still straight, they're not straggly. And again, I'm going to attest that to my twist and keeping my hair wrapped up, especially when I'm in the house, because I do suffer from hair and hand syndrome. So I just keep my hair up. It's the easiest thing to do. So besides this little short piece that I was messing with, as you can see right here, my ends are still pretty much intact. They're still straight across and they're still really thick. You can't see through them. So that means what I've been doing, my hair regimen, that means that it's working. And it looks like already in 3 months, let's see, here's the top of my pants. It looks like I'm almost back to where I was prior to trimming my ends, okay? So that's that part right there. And then let me bring forth some ends from the back. The exact same thing. They are really intact. You can't really see through them except a little, maybe like a little straggly point. And that is actually from the front of my hair. The front of my hair grows much faster than the back. So sometimes when I comb it, I can see the little straggly pieces. But if I were to actually pull this and put it where it's supposed to be, it would be in the front. So let's go ahead and do that so you guys can just get a visual. As you can see, my ends are still thick and intact. Y'all know for 2021, that's what I want. I want long hair, but I also want thick and intact ends. Okay? Now let's do this side right here. And what I'm gonna do for this side is I'm just gonna take like a little section instead of showing you the whole thing. Yeah, these look really good. Exact same thing. Let's go ahead and pull them down. Right here, you can see the ends are still intact. You can't see through them. And let me do it this way. You can still see through them. I mean, you cannot see through them, and they're pretty straight. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put this up and bring some from this side on the back. Exact same thing. My ends are intact and I'm so proud of myself. And those little scraggly pieces again are from the front. So let's go ahead and move those real quick. Comb them again. And there we have it. And I will link down below how you trim your ends, because I do trim my ends myself, if you're wondering. My hairdresser who used to do them, or the only literally person that I trust, she is not taking patients because of COVID, but that's fine. Because as far as ends are concerned, I DIY. But yeah, they look really good. Really, really good. So I'm hoping to keep those intact so I can get to my 2021 length, which is booty, and I'm maybe thigh, but definitely I wanted to hit my booty as far as the front and the back is concerned. Now, as far as trimming your ends, just one thing and one tip to remember. As a naturalista, as a curly girl, one of our pain points, or I would say, because although I love my natural hair, I do have moments where I do want to chop it off. So if you feel that way, you're not alone. But I will say this to you as far as detangling in your ends. If you are having to do smaller and smaller and smaller sections to detangle your hair, if it is taking you double the time that it would normally take, the culprit may very well be your ends, okay? You might need to trim them. And if it's taking that long, it might actually be a cut. But again, like I said, here in 2021 on this channel, we are all about healthy ends. I cannot tell you the time or the amount of time I cut off of my detangling once I actually got up the gumption or the moxie and actually trimmed my ends. And it seems like that, well, your hair is always growing, but it seems as though as I am retaining my length. So I'm going to continue to do the exact same things that I have been doing, which I said before, is my twist, keeping them moisturized, doing a little bit of dusting, and then whenever I'm in the house or whenever I find my hair or whenever I find my hands going into my hair, I just put them up, okay? So now that we have taken our hair out, we put a little bit of oil in it and we've done our, not necessarily a length check because I don't do those anymore, really. We did more so of like a trim check just to make sure that our ends are still intact. Now we're going to put a little bit of moisturizer in it. So we've kind of done half of the LOC method. We've done the oil, now we're going to do the cream / moisturizer. And that's just going to be the exact same thing. I'm going to do a couple of big twists with the oil or with my cream, and then that'll be it. I'll wrap it up and it'll be time for bed. So we've put the top up and we're gonna work from the back first. I always like working from the back first because I call that my section. The front of my hair is easy. The actual curl pattern is looser in the back of my head, in the front of my head than it is in the back. So this is what I use. It's the Camilla Rose Almond Dye Twisting Butter. And we're just going to take these two sections right here. And my hair might curl up a little bit, but that, again, that doesn't really matter to me. I want to make sure that my hair is moisturized. Okay, so we are done. So I will typically just take these, for instance, I'll go like this. This is for nighttime when you're getting ready to go to sleep. And then just pin it up just like that. And I will do the exact same thing on this side. And I will pin it up just like that. And then I will put on a bonnet or I will tie my hair with a silk scarf. Now, today is Thursday, and like I said, I have to have this hair until next Friday. So typically what I will do in this situation is do exactly what I did every single night, or because I'm working at home and I don't leave the house anymore, I'll just put it up, put it in a little head wrap, put on some little dangly earrings, a shirt, just in case I have a Zoom meeting, and I'm ready. And this is basically how I wear my stretched hair. But yeah, that's it. So we took our hair down, we did some oil, then we did some cream. We also did a ends check, not a length check, but we did an ends check. And then we're getting ready to pin this up and go to bed. So that's it. That is how I would go from an updo to stretched hair to, I guess, maintaining it for another week. And then tomorrow is Friday. So what I will do is I will pick an essential oil, and since I already have peppermint, I will oil my scalp, of course, with peppermint and a carrier oil, which is going to be the avocado oil, and I will give myself a scalp massage. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I just want to remind you, here on YouTube, I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And then of course, you know, right here, I'll put my Instagram handle. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye.